So we started, we had, just to make sense, I had to come up with what's my saying. I came up with it's all good, because I think I say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And other people had different ones. And now we're going to watch this video. You guys can see it, yes?
Yep.
I'm surprised to realize just how many different poetic devices they incorporate into their everyday speech, including the two we're about to discuss in this episode, epistrophe and anaphora. To clear up any possible confusion based on how the words sound, epistrophe and apostrophe are two different things. An apostrophe is a punctuation mark to indicate possession or the omission of letters and numbers, while an epistrophe is the repetition of phrases or words at the end of successive clauses or sentences. By the way, we totally yanked that definition off of literarydevices.net. They have a ton of awesome information on their website. Check them out after this episode and let them know Poetry Defined sent you. Okay, time to share some examples. An excerpt from Advocate of Wordz poem, Pyramids. They built them is the repeated phrase at the end of each sentence. It emphasizes the focus of the poem and builds a cadence. Another example, how about the oath one must take in court? I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And the truth is, that's a perfect example we got from epistropheexamples.com. They have a ton more for those of you who are interested. Like, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. We'll be back to this a little later. Let's get to our next poetic device. An anaphora is the repetition of phrases or words at the beginning of successive clauses or sentences. It is the exact opposite of what an epistrophe is. Here are a couple of examples. An excerpt from the opening of Charles Dickens' novel, A Tale of Two Cities. As you can see, at the beginning of each successive clause are the words, it was the. The author utilizes this device to build a cadence which you can hear in your head or out loud when read. The following example is an excerpt from one of history's most famous speeches, Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. I have a dream is the repetitive phrase, once again at the beginning of each successive sentence. It produced the rhythm and drove home his message. A pet peeve of mine is when authors haphazardly repeat words. Though the epistrophe and anaphora do repeat words, they do so with a purpose, not haphazardly. Through repetition, they emphasize a subject or thought and they develop a rhythm. Before we bookend this episode properly, I'd like to shamelessly plug Poetry Defined. Like,
you can stop it.
Subscribe. Let us inspire you. Let us into your hearts. Let us get more views so we can have a real budget. At this point,
I like this stuff. This is good stuff.
Okay, actually, yeah, I actually did the animation and everything, and it's distributed through a company in London. So anyway, so to break it down, to make things real simple as they see, at the beginning of every sentence or at the end of every sentence, I want you to repeat whatever your favorite line is. And that's what we're going to write today. I'm looking for at least 8 sentences. So, Carlos, an example, don't use my examples, but just to give you an idea. So if Carlos, his favorite word is what? You know, the poem could be like, when I'm playing my video games and my mom calls me, I yell. When I watch the Super Bowl.
That one is mine. That is my idea.
It's like, yeah, man, stop it.
You know, I saw a pretty girl walk by, and all I could think was, "What?" Right?
No, no, that's it. That's it. Thank you.
All right,
I get it. Thank you.
And what was yours again, Ashley? I don't want to hear that.
Or like, can you not? Like something like that. But I feel like it has to be shorter, no?
No, it can't. It could be that. So you know, can you not? You know, I'm walking on the street and Carlos is trying to holler at me. Can you not?
Oh Lord.
I'm trying to have fun today, and Sydney's trying to give me more homework. Can you not? Right?
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. That's fine. No offense, Sydney.
No. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Or the phrase could be at the beginning of the sentence.
Yeah,
know,
I'm just gonna do that. I think like, can you not, and then say whatever.
Yeah, you can do that either at the beginning or at the end. So I'm looking for at least 8 lines, right? Are there any questions, any confusion?
No, I'm good. I got it.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to be here if you have any questions. I'm going to mute my mic, but if you have questions, let me know. I'll help you.